Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a minute or two, but we're the Southern Beer Review. That's John and I'm William. And school has started. We actually have real jobs. That's why I'm not in a college t-shirt. So I actually have a real shirt on. So we are at Brock's Gap Brewery, which is Hoover, Alabama's brewery. It's Hoover, Alabama's only brewery. And I'm going to talk loud enough so you can hear me. But you can see behind us is where they brew all the beer. It's a great setup. They got a lot of good things going here, and we thought that we would come here and give you kind of a taste, so to speak, of what Brock's Gap has to offer. It opened, I believe, in 2020. They were going to open in 2020, but then the pandemic threw that out of kilter, and I think they opened in 2021. So it's relatively new. They're getting their sea legs under them, but they brew great beer, and it's right here by the Hoover Met. I mean, literally out that window over there where they do the SEC baseball tournament and where Hoover High School plays their home football games. So I'm going to let John tell you a little bit about what we're going to sample today.
Yeah, before I do that, I want to mention something. We have been back from our Blue Ridge Parkway trip now for, several weeks now, and William and I have both been busy, but we made about 9 videos, I think, on that trip. Visited some great places. So if you haven't caught those yet, I would say go back and watch those, and definitely like and subscribe. As far as this beer goes, we decided we have done one beer from Brock's Gap before. That's the Pandemic Born. It was a English porter, or was it a brown? I think it was a porter,
yeah, but I could be wrong.
I do remember I really liked it.
Yeah.
So this will be our second review, and this is just a basic blonde. It's about 4.5%.
It's called Going Gone American Blonde. And I didn't ask anybody, but I'm guessing that the title is a take on hitting a home run because we're so close to the Hoover Met where the SEC tournament is.
The Birmingham Barons used to play here.
Yep. Of course, they're downtown now next to Monday Night and Good People, but still in operation across the street for the tournament.
Yep, it was one of the few places that you could come and see Michael Jordan back in the 90s playing baseball or practicing baseball, which I think probably both of us saw it back then.
Well, this is good, especially on a day where I don't even want to guess how hot it is outside. It's probably 100 degrees.
We like to film outside, but that was not going to happen today.
Right.
It's so hot. But this, when I think about blondes, I don't know why blondes to me seems like the most basic beer. And I guess maybe lagers are more basic, I don't know, but blondes are the most basic ales that I think about. They're hard to mess up, but a good one is really special. And I would say this is pretty strong.
I like it. And John's right, there are a lot more variants on lagers. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can have a dark lager, a Czech lager, a light lager. Blondes are blondes, yeah. And I think it's good. I mean, it's smooth, it's light, it's crisp. There's nothing that's overwhelming about it as far as a palate goes.
It's got a slight amount of hoppiness, but not about what you would expect for a blonde. The malt presence, I think, is pretty good in this one. But like most blondes I encountered, very drinkable, very enjoyable, but nothing that I would just go, wow, that's like this great beer that I gotta have again and again. But sometimes a blonde just hits the spot.
It's got a great color. It's got a great color too, and I love the glass.
Yeah.
I'm always intrigued by the types of glasses they serve the beers in.
Cool glass. This would go really well with some pizza to me.
Right, yeah, very light.
It's the kind of thing I want to drink with a pepperoni pizza or something.
Well, it's a Tuesday, and we both have work tomorrow, and we're trying to stay on the light side, and at 4.5%, and you can have a couple. And by the way, I'll throw this in too. The people here are unbelievably friendly. The people that I've taken the time to talk to since we don't come a lot in the summer because we're venturing out trying to hit other places, but we both live really close to this brewery, so it's kind of
eventually we'll probably work their way through the whole roster of beers here. If you ever find yourself in Hoover, I would say it's a must stop. It's a beautiful, beautiful brewery. Outdoor space is great. Indoor space is great. It's usually not super crowded, so you can come and have a real relaxing drink.
And I'll say this: it's a new brewery, and I wouldn't tell you this if I wouldn't try to mislead you. Every time I come here, and I've been here a dozen times or so at least, it seems like they get a little bit better. It seems like they the beers they brew get a little better for what they're trying to do.
I agree with that.
Anyway,
I agree with that. Well, I guess it's probably coming down to rating time at this point. I guess blondes can be, they're a hard style for me because I rarely find a bad one.
Yeah.
But I rarely find one that just knocks my socks off.
It's more about the style, yeah.
Yeah, it's just more about something that's just a quick, easy beer to drink and enjoy on a hot day. I'm going to come on with a pretty average ranking for this, but still a good ranking at 7.5.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking along the same lines. We haven't reviewed a beer in almost a month, like John said, since we got home from the Blue Ridge Parkway. But I was thinking the same thing. I'm gonna give it a solid 7. It is a beer that I would come get. I would get again. But if we're being completely honest, it's not. And I don't guess blondes are supposed to be, but it's not packed with flavor.
Yeah.
You know, like another style beer would be. But it's very good, very crisp, especially on a 100-degree Alabama day.
You got to remember, at 4.5%, that's going to give it an edge too, depending on what you need and what your day involves. If you're just looking for a beer with a friend and you got other things to do that day, this would be a good one to grab.
Right.
Because it does have enough taste to you can still enjoy it, but then you're not going to get blessed with it either. So.
Right. So listen, like us, subscribe to us, and listen. If you have some suggestions on how we can do a better job of getting the word out about our channel, put it in the comments. Or if you know us personally and you have our number, text us, email us.
Yeah.
But if you're in the area and you're in Hoover, Brock's Gap is definitely, come support the neighborhood brewery. Come for a football game in May, come to the tournament, support the neighborhood brewery.
All right.
Thanks, guys. We'll be back soon.
See y'all next time.
Yep.